that we're not in the bull market. We're seeing some really good things, but for right now, we've actually sold off some of our things. You're going to see that coming up. And we feel like it will retrace and we'll get a chance to buy these same coins back in. It's called farming. And we're going to buy like Render and we're going to buy Atom and Dot. We didn't sell our dot. It didn't go up enough, but Atom did. We predicted where the price was going. It went down there. We bought, and then it went back up, and we sold. So now we're just waiting for the price to go back down to buy again. So if you haven't joined us before, we have a philosophy that we just want to be safe, secure, and we want to be able to sleep. So we have listed out some safe coins. We feel are safe coins. We've listed it. We've listed a few risky ones. Those are up to you. You got to go find them. You got to decide for you. This is not financial advice. Once again, it's the Wild West. So we want to be safe. Then we want to be secure. So right now we're saying we use Coinbase. We feel like that's the most secure exchange to use. So get yourself an account. If you haven't seen how to do that, I've listed it on previous episodes. So jump back in there and go in there and make your account and let's get started. And then lastly, we want to be able to sleep. So we don't want coins that are making us crazy or like we have to look at all the time. We want to buy and wait. And like this week, we're selling some coins. We'll buy back in over the next few weeks. Right now, we're sitting in mostly cash. Minus the fact that when we even buy Atom and we're farming it, we we bought say $1,000. We put 750 into staking and we put 250 just into regular. So now we're selling that 250. We sold that this week, and then we'll buy back in with that as the price goes lower. Meanwhile, we'll be staking on the 11 at 11% on Coinbase. So hopefully you got that. If you didn't go through, always feel free to leave comments. People have commented and said, I don't know how to stake. I don't know how to do. When you're on Coinbase, it will literally say you'll open it up and it will say, do you want to stake? You say yes. If you say 100%, it's going to do all of it. You can do part of it. That's what we do. And then we sell part of it as it goes up and down. Okay, so here's all of our coins. So you guys have seen all these before. We do have one. You can see where we sold off 4 coins this week and one on STX. We're probably going to replace that with a different coin coming up, just so you know. We sold our QNT, but we feel like that was a great buy at 85 to 90, and we sold it for 104. And we think that it will go back down below 100 and we will buy back and we'll buy back more coins than what we had. Um, Bitcoin is certainly going up over these last few weeks, and you'll notice that when we first started, we thought that it was a great buy between 24 and 29,000. It's at 34,000. So if you had come on board and you had looked at it, we were about 25,000. If you'd been buying during that whole time, because you can buy any of these that you want, you decide what to do. It's your money. You decide what to do. If you had bought, you would have been in a good spot during this whole time on pretty much any one of these coins. Matic is up to 64 cents. And if you notice on the right hand side, these are all red except for Dot. Dot is the only one that's a laggard in the group right now, and it hasn't come back far enough for us to want to we're still buying it because we feel like it's still a buy. And where you look at Atom, if you go back in previous episodes, you're going to see that we literally were buying at 670 and saying we're going to sell at 780. And it's at 780 right now. I think we sold at 784. And now we're going to wait and we're going to buy back in, hopefully under 7. Okay, so here's the Atom chart. I just wanted to show this to you that, we are selling what we did not stake on Coinbase at 790. So that was our thought process. We ended up selling, I think, at 784, and we'll buy back lower. And this is called the farming strategy. I've listed it in previous episodes as well, and you can go back and look. I'll list it again next week, what we did, how we did it, and you'll see it on an Excel sheet. We went from, I think, 71 coins as an example to 82 coins. This time, when we buy back, I'm hoping to be closer to 100 coins. And then on top of that, we're going to have plenty of different things that, as we go through this whole series and we get closer to the bull run, that you're going to be able to take that 11% staked and also be gaining on that. And again, that's how we believe that we're going to double and triple our money in the next year. Okay. Um, QNT. Again, look at this chart. You can see the white lettering there where it says, where this is where we bought and this is where we sold. That happened in the last 4 weeks. So we really hope that you jumped in on that. We got some comments saying that you did jump in on that. So that's awesome. Thank you for the comments and for the likes. We certainly that certainly helps our channel. We are growing and that's fun. And again, if you have stuff that you want to see on this channel, let me know, and we'll be doing different and more content. Right now, we're really just concentrated on how do we double or triple our money in the next year. We're we're about 3 to 4 months into this thing, and we've already had a few strategies that have proven out that will show us that we can actually get to those numbers. Lastly, you can see on here that we have a lot of cash. If you look in the green, it says we could sell some of the QNT. We actually did. That was last week. I left it on there so that you would see. And then it says we have cash from STX, Render, Atom, and QNT. So all of that is just sitting in our cash portfolio for when we go down. And then we will buy back. But remember, whenever we buy back, we also want to buy a little bit more in this 5 range, in this 10 range, and in this 20 range. Those three things are key to maybe getting a 10 times our money. So if you go back to this page here, what you'll see is on some of these, we think we could 10x like Gala Games. Right now, it's up 20% from from its lows, um, and VRA currently is it was at 0.41. It's at 0.64, so that's up 20%. And we think that this could we think it could go as high as $1. That's what everyone is saying. We don't think it'll go to $1, but we think it may go to 50 cents. So again, that's up to you. It's not financial advice. You should be thinking your own things and you should be doing your own things. But this is just to show you that when you cash out like we did on QNT, we want to put back. And let me go back to the other chart. When we bought, that was in our 65% group. And we want to put 65% of that money back in, but then we want to put some of that other money in these other groups. And so that could be Super, could be Gala, could be VRA and Render. So you go do your own homework. You might have 10 of them that you want to do, but definitely have this pie chart ready to go so that you have 60% in safe, you have 20% in pretty safe, 10% in speculative, like you really are excited about what they're doing in that, whether it's decentralized finance or whether it's the metaverse or whatever, and then that 5% gaming or whatever you want to do, but it's speculative. You know that could go to zero. The ones at the 10 probably aren't going to zero, but they could lose a good 30-40%. The ones at 20 could probably lose 10 to 20%. And then the 65%, it will fluctuate up and down as crypto does, but it should stay and be very productive for you over a long period of time. We're saying you're going to double or triple your money. So with that, we hope that you are having a great Monday. If you have bought QNT, if you've bought any of these with us, Adam, we encourage you to go sell, and we'll be buying back later. But again, it's your strategy. You could stake all of it, and you're not hurting yourself at all. We just think that we could get a little bit more money doing it the way that we're doing it. So as always, we hope that you're getting some good content. If you are, smash the like button. If you're not, then don't smash the like button. I will get over it. We thank you for tuning in. Tell family and friends, and let's get this together. Let's make some money.